Hi and welcome. I'm ZNSolo101 with another Minecraft tutorial. Today's topic, mushroom farms. In this short video, I'll be building a good-sized mushroom farm for all your mushroom needs. Let's go mushroom crazy with this one, and let's jump into it. Alright, here we are. I just gotta go over to this shulker box here. And we're gonna need some building blocks. I picked all the brown blocks I could find, like terracotta and wool, and you have to make sure you have some minecarts with hoppers in them, quite a few of them. 16 observers, 32 chests, 16 hoppers, 12 pistons, 28 mycelium, and 8 of each color of mushroom. Make sure you have each of those. And I grabbed some brown glass and mushroom there as well. Just for building blocks, you can use anything you want. It can be any shape you want as long as the spacing is about the same. And I made sure I had a lot of blocks. 64 terracotta. And okay, we're going to grab all this and put it in your inventory. And I should have put the building blocks probably in my hopper. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Always make sure you put your building blocks in there first, or the ones that you're going to use first. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to fix this rain. Get some daylight and some... Get rid of this rain, too. It's no good for building in the rain. It's a bad start. Okay, and we're just going to find a spot to get started. With this build, I did a few things different. First thing I'm going to do is get 3 high, so that you can get underneath it. And maybe 1 more tall. You might want it 1 more tall, so that space. I'm just going to leave it here, and I'm going to fill it out. This is a 15 by 13, so I need to go 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And then I need to go 6 in the other direction. Yeah, okay, yeah, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, there we go. Now just the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just going to fill it in. I always like starting with a flat base. I find it much easier for building. Especially this build where I like to sink the chest into the ground and don't like jumping in and out of holes, or I just find it quite a bit easier. So we're going with that. Alright, one more side, one more corner. And there we go. Alright, now we need to go find the middle. I'm not counting the blocks. I'm just going to go under here and punch one up. This is good enough. It's good enough for me. There. See? Middle found. Alright. And I think I might have to go check the other build. I think it's 3 spaces from the center. But I'm changing quite a few things with this here build. I'm trying to make the chest sticking in out of the bottom so that it looks like the spores on a regular mushroom. So I just gotta go take a look at my other build over here. This build's the original, so this is the one I'm trying to copy, but I'm trying to make it more compact. Alright. Okay. Has to recount because I can't remember it that far away. Yeah, because I'm putting the hopper into the chest instead of putting the... Yeah, I'm not putting the hopper on top of the chest this time. So, I had to recount. Okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna break this out all the way around. So 3 on each side. Did I make them long enough? Going the right way. Just looks too close. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to try this out. Okay, this is looking alright. Yeah, okay, no, that corner. I might have to fix it. Okay, there we go. There, that's what it should look like. Oh, it even makes a pretty cool design. That's where we're putting the chests and hoppers. A little screenshot. Alright, next we'll put these chests in. This is pretty easy. And as long as you make sure that the mushrooms are more than 9 spaces away from each other, you shouldn't have any problems with this. If you make them too close, you can only have 5 of any of the same mushroom within a 9 by 9 by 3 spacing. So as long as you just don't put them too close, you should be fine. This keeps them on even the short side, just enough away from each other that when they grow in the middle and it breaks them right away, that it'll only have 5 just for a second. So I find it works really good. And if I can get it to look even part way like a mushroom, I think that'd be cool. I could just make my own custom mushroom island that makes mushroom soup. Okay, we'll put these hoppers in here. And this is the biggest difference that I made compared to the other one, is I'm putting the hoppers in the back of the chest so that I could make it skinnier. I still don't think I'll get it skinny enough to look like a normal brown mushroom because, well, I just haven't been able to yet. But I'm going to build this one here, trying not to make it too square. Alright, time for I forgot the track. You gotta make sure that you got the rail. It doesn't matter what way they're pointing, I'm just gonna place them on. I might get them to all look. There's some lightning hit over there. Some random fire in my world while I'm building. While I'm putting these here rails on. And next we're gonna actually, I think, we'll put the mycelium. We'll do the mycelium next. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Because it's easier to put it on top of the track before you put the minecart with a hopper on it. This makes it so much easier. Done, see? Then we can just put the minecart with a hopper. Or maybe we'll do the pistons. Oh, I guess that block is like gravel. My bad. I'll just build a temporary block. These are temporary blocks that you can break out later. I'm just using them to put the pistons on. Now this design is so tight that one piston is going to be touching another piston in the corners. And that makes it just the right spacing to not have to worry about more than 5 mushrooms in a 9 by 9 by 3 area. Alright, there we go. Break this out. Oh, maybe we should have put the observer block in first. Okay. Get some more temporary blocks in here, and then grab our observer block. Now we want to make sure the observer block is actually observing where the mushroom grows, so the red dot points towards the piston. Don't mess this one up, guys. Don't mess this one up. This won't work at all if you point it the wrong way. Okay, break these out. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far. We just need some more. Okay, we'll get these put in. Better do this now, so that when we start building in, we don't have to worry about it. So minecart with a hopper in, now that everything is, we don't have to move around in there so much. And a few building blocks, I think. It's looking pretty good. Okay, we'll just do this. We'll stagger this pattern, so seal these in. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think we need to add some more mycelium. Okay, there we go. We'll put a line in. It's easier just to put the whole line in and break up the middle piece. Okay, I gotta change the weather and clear this up again. Alright, just one more side and then we'll be done. This is going pretty fast. I thought this was going to be a lot shorter of a build, but this here build's gonna... Well, we're already into 11 minutes. That's longer than my average video. Okay, some mushrooms. And what we're going to do is plant one side red, and then we'll plant the exact opposite side red. This keeps them more than 9 spaces away. And same as the brown. Just 4 on each side. Oh, place it in the wrong place. But at least the piston's working. There we go. Now we'll just put... Now, these won't grow unless the light level is below 13. So I got to build up quite a bit more of this. Okay, just adding some blocks in. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Just gonna cover it over. Oh, another wrong block. There we go. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put them in the dark. They'll grow in dark. They don't need any light at all. As long as the light level is below 13, they will spread to that block. They don't spread unless the light level is below that level. Like, they can't spread just because it's mycelium. They won't spread to it. They will only spread to a block with a light level lower than 13. So we're going to blacken these up. Make sure that they're in total darkness. And that's how I found it worked the best so far. And we're going to break these here blocks out because this is the block that the piston pushes out and harvests. So you don't want that in the way or it'll just push it out of space. It's not like it's a problem, but you'll just have a block sticking out after you're done building and get it looking perfect. Then all of a sudden it'll go cha-chunk and you'll have a block somewhere where it shouldn't be. There we go. Now these outside ones, it doesn't matter because they're planted on mycelium. They can be in light levels, well, that aren't below 13, so they can be in the light. If you didn't have mycelium and use regular dirt, you can use pedestal as well, will work. They can be planted on that. So you can just grow any of the green, any of the spruce, and get podestol if you go at 4. So that's an easy way to get podestol if you don't have mycelium. And if you're using regular dirt, all you have to do is just make sure that you're building this at nighttime, and then make sure you cover it with solid blocks instead of using glass. You can't leave no light get in. Anything above a 13 will instantly break your mushrooms. Okay, I'm going to fill that in because I don't want to see those ugly minecart with a hopper glitching through the blocks. Okay, build it up a little bit more here. I wasn't sure how to do this piece. I'm just winging it. I didn't have this here really planned out. I'm just building it as I go. I know that it works really good and it could use a little bit of customization. So definitely add your own in. Make this your own build, because I'm not really good at building. I just make this works for me, and it's the perfect spacing so that I can fit as many in a square tiny little space as possible without making it a line. And the last one looks like a witch's house. I thought it looked pretty cool. I could probably make this a square house pretty easy. I'm just gonna add some glass in here and break out some of the corners. Now the reason I add the glass is because I don't want the mushrooms to grow up to be big mushrooms. It's easier just to leave them small. So I put the glass here to stop them from growing. Okay, we're just almost complete here. It's looking good. Now you can leave the top open, or you can fill it in. I'm going to fill it in this time because I'm trying to make it look like a mushroom. It probably would look better with the top left off of it completely. But that's something you guys should definitely let me know in the comments below. If you think this here build could be done better, any suggestions you have at all, feel free to leave. I'm happy to hear any kind of suggestions to make this better. I'm not very much of a builder. I just like to create stuff. But I don't know what color blocks to use and what stuff to mix together. I just enjoy building this here kind of stuff and making a how-to. This isn't a how-to. This is just a build along. This is just because I was asked to put this one here up. And if you want to get mushrooms, this is going to be very fast. Better than my last build, which I do have another build with a little bit more information on mushrooms that I'll leave in the description below, because there's some actual pretty useful information about how the brown mushrooms emit a light level of 1 in dark rooms, and just some really good tidbits of information about mushrooms. And if you're doing this for stew, how there is better ways. So I'll leave that in the description below. I'll just get back to this one here. It's almost done. I'm just going to add a little bit more detail in here, cover a little bit of it up. There we go. Alright, and underneath it, should I break these out? Should I leave them? I like how it looks like the spores to a regular mushroom under here. I should have put it one taller. Note it, if you're going to build this, do it one taller. This feels crowded under here already. I'm not even all the way under. Oh, some random fire over there. Okay, I might fill it back in. I don't think that looks very good. I'll have to work on that. If you guys have any builds that you'd like to share, you guys can actually hit me up on Twitter as well. Just tag me in it and shout out the tweet with your build. If you have a mushroom style build that you think is pretty good, give me a shout out on Twitter. Hit me up. I'd actually like to see them. I find them quite interesting. The builds that are actually to match what, like, I'm making this a mushroom the best I can and it's mushroom. So if you guys have ideas like this here or do builds like this yourself, definitely hit me up on Twitter. I'm there quite often. I'll definitely check your post out if you have a build, and post your build and hit me up with an @ZNSolo101 and I'll take a look at it. I would like to see what you guys come up with as well. If you guys have any ideas or think you could do it better, definitely hit me up there. Make sure you put a picture with it, though, of your build, and tag me in it so that I can see it. If you don't tag me, I won't even notice. Alright, I think using mushroom for the top is smart. It looks pretty good. A little bit of clear glass just for the top. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's almost done. Okay, I gotta take this row out so that it actually looks like mushroom on the top, I think. Like I was saying, I'm just building this as I go. I wasn't really sure what theme I was going for. I was just trying to use all the brown blocks I could in the game and mix them together. But I would like to see what everyone else would build, or the ideas that they would have for this in here. I've been working on it for quite a bit, just to make sure that the mushrooms would work, and just had a dirty farm over there that I wanted to kind of share. But I think this is a pretty good way of collecting mushrooms if you're only looking to get... But they're only 1% tick grow, so you're not getting very many very fast. Same as I don't know how you get into it, and that was the plan, to not go into it at all. Just to build a mushroom so that you could grab the chest underneath. Add a little light in here. There, see, but I find it's a little too low. I should have made it 3 high, or 4 high, and built it up 1 more, so that when you looked under it, the chest would actually look like, you know, the spores on the bottom of a mushroom. I think that'd be cool. Maybe I'll build the doorway up. Okay, some brown wool in here. Yeah, see, that makes it look too unnatural. That's not gonna work for me. Put that back in there. Put that in there. We'll make this a little bit more round. Let's see how funny this looks. Oh yeah, see, that's no good. Okay, so I'm still working on it. I'm still tweaking the design a little bit. I would like to see anybody else's build the same, and any modifications you think that make this your build better. Any suggestions you have at all, leave a comment below. That would be awesome. I'd like to hear from everybody. But this is a very easy farm to build. It just only takes a couple of pistons, minecart with a hopper, rail, chests and hoppers, and some mushrooms, and podestol or mycelium if you have them. If you don't, just don't use glass. Just use solid block. That will fix the problem. It will spread to any kind of dirt block, any regular dirt block at all. I'm going to switch that back because that looks better just as the stem. That's what a mushroom should look like. Okay, check them, see if we got anything. They grow at a 1%, so they're very, very, very slow. And there it is, all complete. Okay, we'll go look at the other one. Check this here out. This is where the design originally came from. This one here is more of a hut style. What one do you think is better? This one or the other one? Go inside and actually take a look. Lots of space, lots of room. So I found this here build pretty good too. And that's what I was torn between. I'm just trying to remake this one here so that, because this works very good for mushrooms. And my last mushroom farm, I was using it quite a bit and I tested it. I found it worked quite a bit better, quite a bit faster than my original design because it was just more in a square space. Plus it looked pretty cool. So I tried to, you know, add a little bit more to it, make it look a little bit different. A couple of these in a mushroom forest I think would look pretty cool. I might have to see how to make it smaller. But until then, this is going to be the design. And the other one, if you like or found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching, guys.